Good morning, dear students. This is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. Welcome back to the maths class. In our previous class, we learned about the problems related to the consecutive numbers, and also we have learned that what is meant by consecutive numbers, which are the consecutive odd natural numbers, odd positive integers, even positive integers, all those things we learned in our previous class. And also you just observe in our previous class till now we have learned that linear inequality in one variable. Till now we learn that linear inequality in one variable. In this class we are going to discuss about linear inequalities in two variables. Linear inequalities in two variables. What is meant by the linear inequality in two variables? The inequality is of the form the inequality is of the form the inequality is of the form ax plus by less than c, ax plus by greater than c, ax plus by less than or equals to c, or ax plus by is greater than or equals to c, where a, b, c are the real numbers and a, b should not be equals to 0 is called linear inequality in two variables. If you want examples for linear inequality in two variables, you can note down 2x plus 6y is less than 7, x minus 2y is greater than or equals to 8, etc. All these are the examples of linear inequality in two variables. And also ax plus by plus c equals to 0 will divide the plane into two portions. Each portion is called half plane. Every inequality represents half plane. A line ax plus by will divide the plane into two portions. Each portion is called half plane. Every inequality represents half plane. About this we are going to learn in the problems. About this point we are going to learn in the problems. Whatever a line will be divides a plane into two portions. Each portion is called half plane. Now let us move on to types of half planes. You just take a screenshot or you can pause the video, then you can note down in your notebook. Now let us move on to types of half planes. So these are the types of half planes. First one is left and right half plane. What is meant by left and right half plane? A vertical line will divide the plane into left and right half plane. If you take a graph, x-axis and it is y-axis, it is origin. A vertical line, suppose if it is a vertical line, this vertical line will divide the plane into left and right half plane. This will be left half plane. This portion is called left half plane. This portion is called right half plane. It is right half plane. It is a vertical line. It is what? Vertical line. A vertical line, it is a vertical line, will divides the plane into left and right half planes. This portion is left half plane. This portion is called right half plane. Next, we will have one more type of half planes, that is upper and lower half plane. Upper and lower half plane. A non-vertical line which divides the plane into upper and lower half planes. A non-vertical line. If we take a plane, you just use the scale for to draw this x and y. It is x, y, a non-vertical line. It will be a non-vertical line. Kindly use scale for to draw all these things, lines. It is a non-vertical line, will divides the plane into upper and lower half plane. Kindly use scales for this. It is what? Upper half plane. It is what? Lower half plane. So it is upper half plane. It is lower half plane. So these are the types of half planes. Next, we have some note points based on this. Let us take one note point. Linear inequality which involves less than or greater than is always open half plane. Linear inequality which involves less than or greater than is always open half plane. It is one note point. Suppose you just think about yourself, if that inequality involves less than or equal or greater than or equals, then what? Then that will be always a closed half plane. Linear inequality which involves less than or equals or greater than or equals is always closed half plane. Is always closed half plane. So these are the points you have to remember. Next, so these are the types of half planes: left and right half plane, upper and lower half plane. Next, we will move on to the working rule. Write down the heading, working rule. Working rule for drawing the graph of linear inequality. For drawing the graph of linear inequality in two variables. Let us discuss about the working rule for to draw a linear inequality in two variables. So it is the working rule is very important for to draw the graph for the upcoming problems. First step, we have to consider every inequality. First, we have to consider every inequality that is ax plus by is less than c, ax plus by is greater than c, ax plus by is less than or equals to c, or ax plus by is greater than or equal to C as equality, that is ax plus by equals to C. It is the first step. If the inequality is given, whatever the inequality, that is slack inequality or it may be strict inequality, we have to consider that inequality as equal. Like this we have to consider. Okay, whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider that inequality as equals. Like this we have to consider. It is the first step. Okay, next second step, we have to put x equals to 0, then find a. Similarly, put y equals to 0, then find b. It is the second step. First step is what? Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider that as equal. Ax plus by equals to c. Second step is what? We have to put x equals to 0, then we will get a. If we put y equals to 0, then we will get b. Next, third step. Step 3. Third step. Draw the line joining A and B points. Here we found A and B. In the second step we found A and B. We have to draw that line joining A and B. A linear inequality involves, it is the very important step, a linear inequality involves less than or greater than, then join the line by dotted line. Join the line by dotted line in the graph. Otherwise join by thick line. This point is very important. Kindly make a note of this. First step, whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider that as equal. In the second step, we will get A and B. Third step, we have to draw the line joining A and B. That inequality involves less than or greater than. Then that line should be, then we have to join that line by dotted line only. That line should be joined by the dotted line. Otherwise is nothing but maybe there will be a less than or equal or greater than or equal to. Less than or greater than. If there is less than or greater than, join by thick line. I understand. If we solve one or two problems, then only you will get to know how to draw dotted line, how to draw thick line. You just remember these things, that if that inequality involves less than or greater than, we have to draw that line by dotted line in the graph. If that inequality involves less than or equal or greater than or equal, then we have to draw that line by thick line. It is the point. So first step is, whatever the inequality is given, we have to draw that line. Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal, like this. Second step, x equals to 0, then we will get A. Y equals to 0, then we will get B. Third step, that inequality involves less than or greater than, we have to draw that line by dotted line. Less than or equal or greater than or equal, then we draw that line by thick line. One more last step is there. You kindly take a screenshot or pause the video. Note down these points in your notebook. Now we will move on to the fourth point. The fourth point, it will be the last point. Put 0 comma 0, put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality, in the given inequality. Put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. If it is true, if it is true, if it is true, shade towards the origin, shade towards the origin. If it is false, if it is false, shade apart from the origin, shade apart from the origin. Observe this point once again. In the fourth step, put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. We have to put, we have to substitute 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. In place of x 0, in place of y 0. If we substitute this 0 comma 0 in the given inequality, if that inequality gives true, if that inequality gives true, then we have to shade towards the origin in the graph. We have to shade towards the origin in the graph. If that inequality gives false, if that inequality gives false, we have to shade apart from the origin, apart from the origin. So these are the points. We have to substitute 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. That inequality gives true, then we have to shade towards the origin. If that inequality gives false, we have to shade apart from the origin. These are the 4 working rules we have to follow for to draw the graph. Kindly make a note of this 4th point. Now we will move on to one question. That question will be related to drawing the graph. Solve the following. First one. Okay. Solve the following inequalities. Solve the following inequalities. For these things, maybe you have to purchase one graph book. If the graph will come, I will mention in the video itself. You have to purchase one graph book. That graph book should be a minimum of 10 graphs. Kindly purchase one graph book now itself. Purchase one graph book now itself. That graph book should be minimum of 10 graph sheets. Graph related problems are very important for your point of examination. 100% there will be one question. Solve the following inequalities. Okay, we have to solve the following inequalities. First question. Solve x plus y is less than 5. Solve x plus y is less than 5. Now you just see the working rules, what we have discussed, what we have learned, what we have learned in the previous one. 4 points are there. First step is what? Solution. First step is what? Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider it as equal, isn't it? You just see the working rule of the first step. Whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider equal. Consider x plus y equals to 5. Whatever the inequality is given, less than, greater than, less than equal, or greater than equal, we have to consider it as equal. Second step is what? Put x equals to 0. Put x equals to 0. Then we will get the point A. Then we will get A. The point A we will get. Okay. If x equals to 0, then you just put in place of x 0, then y value will become 5. 0 comma 5. Right. If we put 0, then we will get 5. Next, In the second step itself, we have y equals to 0. Y equals to 0. Then we will get b. B will be what? B. Y 0. Then x equals to 5. That is what? 5 comma 0. Point may be represented in x comma y form, isn't it? I think already you know it. Points may be represented in the form of x comma y. In the form of x comma y. X value is 0, y value is 5. X value is 5, y value is 0. Like this. If we put 0, then we will get y equals to 5. 0 comma 5. If we put 0, then we will get x value is 5. 5 comma 0. So second steps, 2 steps are over. Okay, third step. Okay, before that we will use the fourth step. Put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. Given inequality is what? Put 0 comma 0 in x plus y is less than 5. Then 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 is less than 5. Is this true or false? 0 is less than 5. 5 is more than 0. True or false? It is true. 5 is more than 0. Yes, it is true. Right? Once again, whatever the inequality is given, we have to consider equal. Equal we have taken. Second step, we have to put 0. X equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Then we will get a and b. Next step, we have to put 0 comma 0 in the given inequality. We will get 0 less than 5. After that inequality gives true, then we have to shade towards the origin. If it is false, we have to shade apart from the origin. Now draw a graph. Kindly use scales for to draw all these things. X, y. It is origin. X maximum is 5, y maximum is also 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Now a x 0, y 5. X value is 0, y value is 5. X value is 0, y value is 5. It will be the point A. Next x 5, y 0. X 5, y 0. It is the point B. Now join these 2 points. Kindly use the scale. Kindly you just remember the point. If the inequality involves less than or greater than, then we have to draw a line by dotted line, not a thick line. If the inequality involves less than or equal or greater than or equal, then we have to draw a thick line. Here inequality involves less than, isn't it? Here in this problem inequality involves less than, so that we have to draw a dotted line, not a thick line. Kindly remember these points. We have to draw a thick line, dotted line. We have to draw dotted line like this. That line should be dotted line. Okay, it is a dotted line. Next, here the inequality is given the value true. Here it is true. If the result is true, then we have to shade towards the origin. Here it is the origin. We have to shade towards the origin. Shade towards the origin like this. It is the graph of x plus y less than 5. It is the graph of the linear inequality in two variables. X plus y is less than 5. Next question. That question will be homework for you. Second question. Second question, 2x plus y. Okay, solve. X plus y is less than or equals to 9. It is the question homework for you. Remember this point. Here the inequality involves less than or equal, so that we have to draw a thick line, not a dotted line. Thick line we have to draw. It is the question homework for you. Okay, dear students, it is the class for today. In the next class we will continue with the linear inequality in two variables problems. Thank you.